Hello, beautiful people. Today I'm going to be doing a video on manifestation one-on-one basically, and I'm going to tag a few people who have asked me to do this for 1 second. In the meantime, let me know how are you doing, what's going on in your lives. Grateful that you're here and watching this with me. Okay, so I've tagged the people. Okay, so we're going to go over what is manifestation, what do I need to manifest, how does manifestation work, the concept of time and manifestation, how long do you need to do it for, what if my manifestations don't work, will I get better at it, what do I need to focus on, how can I be sure it'll work, how can I get started with manifesting, and more my favorite techniques that I use to manifest things and I have used to manifest like people into my lives, money, just my life in general. Okay, so let's start with what manifestation is and why is everybody talking about it, or at least it seems like it, right? So manifestation is basically it's our reality. It's our realities that we have manifested with our thoughts. So everything that we have now in our reality has once been a thought. And that means we are responsible for everything that is happening in our lives, whether that is knowingly, which means consciously, or whether that is unknowingly, which means subconsciously. But we manifest every single thing that is in our reality right now. Why that is? Because thoughts are energy, and the thoughts we put out manifest into a physical reality. So that means we are the creators of our reality, of everything that is happening to us. That is our biggest superpower, and at the same time, it could be our biggest downfall, right? We have all probably had a situation that we were like, oh shit, did I really manifest that? And manifestation is also a great understanding of how life works, and it's the key to build your dream life and the key to create everything that you want in life. That is what manifestation is. It's basically your wish list come true, given to you by the universe. So what do I need to manifest? What is it that you need? You need, or what makes it better? I want to say what makes it better, because you don't need anything, because like literally you just need your thoughts, and your thoughts are constantly there, right? But what makes it better is if you have positive thoughts, if you have good thoughts, if you are clear about what it is that you want. It'll also make it better, excuse me, if you're in a high vibe, if you're in a high frequency. That means that if you're in a good mood, it makes your chance on manifesting the things you want bigger and greater and faster, so you can manifest way quicker if you're in a really good mood. You also need the belief that you can and that you deserve the things that you want in your life. How does manifestation work? So as I've explained briefly, it works so that if we're thinking something, we can put it into our physical reality. And there are a few techniques which I will get to later of how we can manifest and what the best techniques are, what my favorite ones are. So let's first go to the question, how long do you need to do manifestation for? Well, since we now have learned that we're manifesting literally everything, every single thing with our thoughts, that means we have to do manifestations, or we should do manifestations all the time, like constantly. We should be setting intentions. Okay, how do I want the situation to go? How or what do I want in my life? What do I need, and what should be given to me? What do I, what should be given to me? What do I need right now? So you are doing it at any time. So the question of how long you need to do it for, which was asked by my friend, is not relevant because you're doing it all the time. However, the question is, how can I do it best? And as I said, I'm going to give you my favorite techniques at the end of this video, so stay around. Let's also get into what if my manifestations does not work. there are a few things that can either delay your manifestations or that can give you the opposite of what it is that you wanted. Let's get first into the delaying of your manifestations. If your manifestation is not showing up at the certain day or month or year that you've been wanting it, there's a reason for that. And the reason is because, first of all, by setting yourself a time limit, the universe doesn't work in time because time is a human construct, and the universe doesn't only comprise humans, it comprises everything. And so time is a human construct because if you go to Ethiopia, you'll be in a different time. If you go to a different time zone, you'll be in a different time. If you take the Mayan calendar, the Ethiopian calendar, I think the Gregorian calendar, whatever, all the calendars are different. So how's the universe supposed to know that? Like, there's no time for the universe. There's no time for the universe. Also, you're limiting yourself because if you're saying, I want my new car within a year from now, who's to say that you're not supposed to have it right now or tomorrow or in a month from now? Who's to say that? Why are you limiting yourself in only a year from now? That is because you probably have something in mind which you think is going to make it happen. So you think you have to save up that money until you get your car and this is going to take you a year. But what about if you win the lottery within this time? Or what about if you get a really freaking big ass check from the tax office that's going to make you able to buy your car? So you're limiting yourself by setting that time limit. So from now on, you can say for your manifestation, either you can add, I want this and this, I want my car in divine timing, or I want my car as soon as possible, or I want my car in the time that is for my highest good. These are 3 ways to say a manifestation and to add a, let's say, time, which is not a time, right? It's not an exact time. Humans try to work on time, but they also don't work on time. It's time is, like I said, it's a construct. It's just a construct for us to put ourselves into a box and to, yeah, it's making us crazy. Like, imagine answer this email until that time, or you have to do this by a certain time, blah blah blah. Sometimes it just doesn't work that way, right? So and sometimes time flies and sometimes time is really freaking slow, so there's no time. So just want you to keep that in mind when you think about your manifestations. Okay, what else do we have? Oh yeah, so when you ask the universe for your car, let's stick with the example of the car within a year, right? You are also thinking, okay, I have either the opportunity of saving up, I have the opportunity of winning the lottery and getting a car, and I have another opportunity, which I don't know about, that's going to give me this car, right? So you're thinking about the how, but the universe has so many ways that this car could come to you. You could get a car as a gift from somebody. You could win it in a game. You could, who knows how you will get that freaking car. So you are, this is the human in us, right? We always want to control everything. So we want to control the how the manifestation is coming to us, which also limits us. Because why can't we not just be gifted a car? Why do we have to save up, right? So in order for you to really get the best out of your manifestation, you should also not care about the how. You should let go of the how. And this is how your manifestation also works. Don't care about the when, don't care about the how, and don't care about the who. Because who's going to give you a car? Who the fuck knows? We don't know. So let go of these 3 things, the when, the how, and the who. And then you will have more success with your manifestations. The next question is, will I get better at manifesting? Yes. And I'm going to give you a technique later, which you can use so you can start with your manifestation and start seeing that you're actually creating your reality with your thoughts. And then the more you practice this, the more trust in yourself you get, and then the more bigger manifestations you can ask for. Okay, so what do I need to focus on when I want to manifest? You should become clear about what it is that you want and why you want it. So a lot of people, they want to manifest more money, for example, right? But why do they want more money? Because they want more freedom, probably. Or they want more money to buy a house or a car or this or that. So again, you wanting more money for a car, that means your ultimate wish is not the money, but your ultimate wish is the car, or your ultimate wish is the house. So you need to get extremely clear on why it is that you want something. If you want a bigger business, or if you want more clients, for example, why do you want it? If you want more freedom, why do you want it? Do you want to spend more time with your friends, or whatever it is? Like, you need to be really specific on what it is that you want. You can also put in a specific amount from the universe. And what I always like to do is I like to say, if I want to manifest a specific amount of money, I would say I would like to receive, or I want to receive 500 or more, or 1,000 or more. And that you can do with money, or you can do, if you want to manifest a house, let's say I want to have a 4-bedroom house with 3 baths or whatever, or something better. Or I want, what else is there? I want a free business class flight or whatever, or something better. So always go with this or something better. And this is going to increase, like, this is going to blow your mind, because the universe, sometimes they want to give you more. But when you just say, I want this, I want this, I want this, but then you're not accepting the better, or you're not seeing the better, it's basically, it's not going to give you, it's not going to put you into a good vibe where you are in a good mode to receive what you have. So you also should focus on on your feelings. How are you going to feel when you have that what you want? What are your feelings going to be when you have that new car? How are you going to feel like when you have that soulmate partner of yours? How are you going to feel if you have more money? How are you going to feel? Because our feelings manifest. So if you want this new car, right? Imagine yourself driving in the car. Imagine yourself feeling, like, if you have a convertible, imagine yourself feeling the wind with all your senses, Imagine yourself smelling the leather of the car, whatever, the fragrance that it has, whatever it is you're hearing. Maybe you're hearing a song while you're driving in the car. Imagine the way you're going with the car. Just really feel into the end result. And in general, you should focus on the end result, because again, the when, the how, and the who is not important, but the end result is important. So if you focus on the end result, your car, and you driving the car already, and you feeling that, that's going to make you an even better manifester. Okay, so let's get into a few more things on how you can be sure your manifestations will work. I'm going to repeat it. Let go of the when, the how, and the who. Second one is you need to believe that it is possible, and you need to believe that you deserve whatever it is that you're manifesting. So believing it is possible. By the way, if you're watching right now, hello, and let me know if you have any more questions that I can answer at the end. So you need to believe that you deserve whatever it is that you're asking for. If you're asking for $10,000, and if you're not getting it, if you're not receiving it, that's because you don't believe that you're worthy of $10,000, or that it's possible to get $10,000. So you need to believe that it is possible, and you need to believe that you're worthy. And you can strengthen this by putting yourself in a good vibe as well. You can strengthen this by doing some inner child work, some meditation, some hypnosis, or whatever. There's different way to strengthen it. You can check that. And you need to be in a great vibe. You need to be in a good vibe. Again, you need to up your mood. You need to be grateful. Yes, focus on gratitude. Focus not on what you don't have, because if you're focusing on a lack, for example, because you want more money because you don't have any, that means you're focusing on you not having any. That means you're focusing on lack. That means you're focusing on scarcity. But in reality, there's an abundance of money out there. Money is infinite. So if you're focusing on the money that is there, the abundance of money that is there, and if you're focusing on what it is that you have right now, that you're already rich, that you're already feeling amazing, that you're already feeling the abundance, that you're feeling the money, you're feeling your car, you're feeling whatever it is that you want, that signalizes the universe, okay, this person knows what it feels like to receive this, so we're going to give it to him or her, right? So that will also put you into a good vibe, of course, and then the good vibes will give you whatever it is that you want. So what if you receive something that you don't want? Well, when you, for example, when you're asking the universe for your soulmate, and then you're receiving, there's these people, that there's this pattern, like for example, you keep dating narcissists, right? And this is the universe giving you what you don't want. So for example, when you manifest and when you're saying, I don't want a narcissist boyfriend or girlfriend anymore, again, you're focusing on what you don't want. So you always need to focus on what you do want. Same when you write your list about your soulmate, whatever they should have, like they should be funny, they should be this, they la la la. Do not write what you don't want, because then the universe is going to give you this, because then they'll trigger you, that you'll have to work on something and you'll have to work this through. But you need to focus on what it is that you do want, and that will make your manifestation come to life much easier. Okay, so how can you get started with this manifestation thing? What are my favorite techniques? And also I want to let you know that practice makes perfect. Manifestation is a thing that we all have to practice, and we all get to practice throughout our whole lives, and it's not going to be always perfect, it's not going to work all the time, but we shouldn't be encouraged. So first, you can build trust by these simple exercises that I'm going to tell you right now. One of them is to just manifest simple things. The simple things you can try to manifest, for example, are 3 birds flying over you, or seeing the number 888 or 444 or 222. Or receiving a compliment today, or receiving a gift today, or receiving a message from a friend that you haven't seen. Just simple little things that you don't care about, from who it's coming or how it's coming. Then this will give you trust, because then you'll know, okay, this can happen. Actually, there's no way this couldn't happen, and you don't care about it. And when you don't care, then this is when you receive it. Okay, so more techniques are writing down a gratitude list. So in the morning or in the evening, you can write down whatever you're grateful for. You can start by saying, I am grateful for XYZ, or you can write down, isn't it wonderful that I have blah, 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 blah. And this is a technique by Neville Goddard, who has written lots of great books about manifestations. So you can just write down a gratitude list with things that you're grateful for and that you want to receive more of, or just things that you're grateful for in general, because gratitude lifts your vibration. I did this recently, and I have to share this story, where I was in the car and it was a thunderstorm and it was raining so hard, and I was really freaking scared that something is going to happen, because it was so I could barely even see anymore because of the rain. I could barely drive anymore. I was so tired. It was like almost midnight, and I've been driving for like 6 hours, and it was crazy. So I was to my friend, I was like, okay, let's raise our vibrations. And then I said, I was just looking around, and I was like, okay, I'm grateful for this, everything that happened this weekend, the things around me. I'm grateful for the streets. I'm grateful for the car. I'm grateful for not being rained on, and so on and so forth. And this lifted my vibrations so enormously. And I already saw myself at home. I was like, okay, seeing myself home safely. I am happy. I'm safely home. I'm in bed already, and this is all going to go out well, blah, 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 blah. So I focus on the end results, and I listed things that I'm grateful for in that moment, and that helped me elevate my mood, and that's how it came to be true, of course. Rather than, getting into an accident or whatever. So whenever you're in a mood that is like not that great, just list the things that you're grateful for around you. And whenever you're writing these, so you can do this out loud, you can speak it or you can write it, right? So writing is a little bit more powerful, but speaking is powerful as well, of course. So if you're writing these lists, or if you're saying these lists out loud that you're grateful for, it's great to add a few things on that you want to manifest in your life, because then you can actually say, okay, I'm grateful for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you're going to put the things on that you're wishing for. Like, I want the new car, I want my soulmate, I want this, I want that, blah, 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 blah. Just listen to extra things that you want in your life, so that after you're already feeling grateful for the things around you, you're already getting into the feeling of how grateful you will feel once you have these other things. Okay, then another technique is what I just mentioned briefly, is working backwards. So imagine the end result that you're getting, that I mentioned before in this video a few times, like with the car that you're already having, feel it. And when you're in a bad situation, like with me when I was in a car, I could feel like I was home. I was imagining what it felt like. And so then my favorite technique is just asking. So what I asked for last year, and a lot of you have heard this story already, if you know me, if you've been around me in this place for a while, you know that I've manifested one of my soulmates. We have more of soulmates, so I manifested one of them into my life. I asked the universe, I was like, or I asked my spirit guides, I was like, spirit guides, send me a guy who's handsome, who I can have great conversations with, who, what else did I say? Who I can talk to the universe about. And lo and behold, I completely let go about how it was going to happen. I completely forgot about it. And then this guy was in that first bar that I was, and then we went to a club, but we didn't know each other back then. But we both went to the same second place. And then he started talking to me, and he was like, are you spiritual? And he looked at my tattoo, and I said yes. And then he was like, oh, I manifested me somebody today who's beautiful, who has blue eyes, and who's spiritual. So we both manifested each other. How crazy is that? This is how the universe works. And this is how easy it is. You just have to ask. And when you ask, you can ask for this or something better. This or something better. So, these are my best tips for manifestation. Let me know if you have any in the comments. Let me know if you have any more questions. Let me know. Let me know anything. Let me know what you felt about this video. Give me a comment, and let me know if you want more videos about manifestation. And sending you lots of love.